Night with David Letterman. Tonight, John Cleese, comedian Allan Havey, and stupid human tricks. Plus, Paul Schaefer and the world's most dangerous man. And now, David Letterman.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the show. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Nice of you to show up today. And hi, my name is Dave Letterman. I tell you, in the middle of the night last night, literally, actually, it must have been about 4 o'clock in the morning, I get this telephone call. Very odd, and the voice is vaguely familiar, but I'm half asleep. And he goes on with this harangue, and he's saying, Dave, I just wanted to call you just to say thanks for the many, many hours of wonderful entertainment. You've been a source of inspiration to me through a lot of troubled times. I just wanted to call and say I really appreciated it. And the only thing I could say was, well, thank you very much, Mr. Meese. And then... I had them. They fell for it. It was so quiet in here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Are you like me? Do you enjoy following the global financial scene? Yes, Dave. Thank you. This to me is stunning. In a development yesterday, I don't quite get this. IBM makes the following announcement. They say that over the next 5 years, they're going to phase out their computer manufacturing company and start producing salamis. Now, what exactly... That's what they're going to do over the next 5 years. All I could say was, thank you, Mr. Meese. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to our good friend, Mr. Paul Schaefer, right over there. Paul.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome.
How are you, Paul?
I'm marvelous, and may I say congratulations to you on the completion of 1,000 broadcast shows, which we did yesterday.
Yeah, but it was Friday was our 1,000.
Well, Friday we taped our 1,000th show, but yesterday we broadcast our 1,000th show.
Is that right, Morty? Yes, that is right. Now, how come I didn't know that? Now, wait a minute. What do you mean? Now, we taped...
Well, because we taped on Thursday, but we did not broadcast a show on Thursday. We were preempted.
Oh.
So, therefore, Friday, we had taped our 1,000th show,
but
we had only aired 9.
Yeah. Why didn't... Because I was very angry because yesterday there was this little party. These guys from General Electric, this Robert Wright, who is... What is he? He's the CEO of NBC?
President and CEO.
President and CEO of NBC? NBC Broadcasting Properties.
That's correct.
And you don't get any higher up in the broadcasting world than this guy, right? So yesterday, they throw us this lame little party. And after the show, they have cake and really bad champagne, kind of like airline champagne. And so I was thinking, well, this is nice, but it's like 2 days late. And now you're telling me that it was actually the right day.
Well, apparently it was, but it was not the right champagne.
No, I actually have a photograph of this. This took place yesterday. Here it is, right here in this very studio. And I'm so stupid, I thought that they were like a weekend late. But here was the big party. The turnout was a little light. And
really?
This is Robert right there. He's holding himself in case he herniates something. And then everybody in the background, myself included, are saying to ourselves, ooh, we have to eat this now? Lovely little party. That was yesterday.
Little reception.
And they gave me... Hi, excuse me, ma'am. Pardon me, excuse me. Hi, who was that?
There she goes.
Who is that? Wendell, now who is that? A woman from where? An AD. What does that mean?
An assistant director.
An assistant director, and she comes up here and gives you what?
A piece of paper, Dave.
And what did Bring it up here, Bill.
He's leaving.
Who is that woman? Why can she just walk in here like this? Now, of all time, security should be airtight around this building.
And where did Bill go?
I've never seen that woman before in my life. That wasn't Betty Crocker, was it?
I've never seen her before.
She walks in here, she slips Wendell a note, and then she takes a hike.
Where's the note?
I don't know. Anyway, so, well, he's
split.
gone now, too.
When?
And this is what you got?
There he is.
Nothing.
Don't have a thing.
Is she a friend of yours, Bill?
Yeah, she was downstairs.
Okay, all right. She was downstairs. So anyway, at the big party yesterday, they had the cake with 1,000 candles on it, and Robert C. Wright was here, and some of the folks from NBC were here, and we were all here. This is what they give me. Look at this. Isn't that a beauty? This is a General. Ah! This is a General Electric 4-slice toaster, and I thought tonight, by God. Since the writers are still on strike thanks to the producers, who, by the way, are what, Paul? What are the producers?
They are...
Money-grubbing scum.
Money-grubbing scum.
Paul, how do you like your toast? Do you like it light or do you like it dark?
Well, sometimes I like it light, and other times I prefer it dark. What would I do in a case like that?
Well, we have two settings for two different slices of toast.
You're kidding.
No. No, Ed, it's all right here. We can either have it not quite so light, not quite so dark, or we can have it as dark as you want it. I'll set two different settings here.
Interesting to see two different settings at the same time. This is absolutely true, though. This is the toaster that Robert C. Wright
they gave this
presented
to
you.
me. We're going to make toast. We'll just see how long this thing goes before it blows out completely. So we'll make a little toast during the show. We got plenty of bread here. And Hal, do you have anything for us? Oh, it's time for Hal. While we're waiting on our toast, let's do our Hal Gurney's Network Time Killers. Paul? Hi, Hal.
Hi, Dave.
Hal, while we're waiting on the toast, what do you have for us tonight?
Well, Dave, I know how much you like balancing acts.
Nobody likes it better than I do, Hal.
Yeah, I guess you wonder where they're coming from these days. Well, just take a look at this. From New York City, from the Circus du Soleil, Eric and Emily. Take one.
Eric and Emily. Eric. My God, it.
Thank you, kids. Just wait backstage. We'll get you.
Eric and Emily.
There they are, Dave, and resolve the order.
And they're standing by, right, Hal, in case things come to a screeching halt.
Anytime they're ready to come.
Okay. Kids, Eric, Emily.
Music.
What? What is this? Get him out of here. Thank you.
Eric and Emily.
I know, Hal. I didn't really want to see them again. I was just going to offer them some toast.
Bring him out one more time.
No, don't bring them out. Eric, Emily, kids, here you go. There's some toast. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much. Stop that hopping up and down. Get him out of here. Yeah. Now, do they have something to do with that lady who was in here, Wendell?
Well, they were downstairs.
That one guy just keeps hopping up and down. Yeah, well, there you go, Paul. The lighter toast was finished, and we're still waiting on the really dark toast. How are we doing on time?
3 minutes.
Let's just sit. 3 more minutes? Let's just sit here and wait on the toast. Toast. Anybody care for some toast? Careful, it's hot. Watch it, it's very warm. Look out! A toast riot breaks out in Midtown Manhattan. Load up another batch. So the dark toast takes about twice as long as the light toast, Paul. So I'm going to adjust this down and make them both the same shade of toastiness, same degree of. What do we do now?
Top 10.
You want to do a top 10 now? Wonder bread, Paul. Wonder bread.
Wonderful, Dave.
Everybody here tonight gets toast.
Wonderful. It's sort of like
try to refrain from cheering and whistling because I'm afraid Emily and Lyle or whoever that was. We'll just think that they've been cued and come back out here again and start that pointless hopping around. Who is it? Emily and what?
Eric and Emily.
Eric and Emily. Yeah. That one guy has had too much coffee. Now how are we doing on time? So we don't have time for this. We'll do it a little later. You want to do it now? Careful. Okay, from the home office in Lincoln, Nebraska. Ready, boys? Yeah. Tonight's category, top 10 really nice things about New York City in the summertime. Top 10 really nice things about New York in the summer. Here we go, number 10. Abundant wonderland of unidentifiable smells. Well, that's Number 9, out-of-towners overjoyed by secret hope that maybe they'll get to manage Yankees. Number 8, air-conditioned comfort of bright, shiny, well-appointed subway cars. Excuse me. More toast! Look out! Be careful, it's hot! Number 7, Ed Koch, usually out of town on business. Number 6, warm, thin air enables stray bullets to travel farther. Number 5, first-run Broadway plays waive no shirts, no shoes, no service policy. Number 4, giant heat-seeking bat-like lizards swarm skyscrapers at night. Number 3, most cab drivers, in lieu of tip, gladly accept gentle kiss on forehead. Number 2, bobbing corpses in East River make perfect water ski slalom course. And the number 1 really nice thing about New York in the summer, tattoos, tattoos, tattoos. Toast? Sid, toast? Will, toast? Anton? Yeah! Don't worry, everybody gets toast. Do what? Yeah, we got a little butter. Okay, there we go. What is it? Oh, it's time now for stupid, I need the pencil? Thank you very much. Stupid human tricks. We have people who know how to do odd little peculiar things that they've taught themselves or had others teach them to it, or whatever. And now they'll come out and demonstrate these skills for us, and we'll all be entertained. This is only a competition. This is not an exhibition. Whatever that goes like. Anyway, Stupid Human Tricks, our first participant tonight is Jim Murphy. Jim, are you back there, sir? Jim. Hi, Jim. Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Where are you from, Jim?
Holding on to New York.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a personnel and training director for a convenience store chain.
Do you enjoy that line of work?
Love it.
Well, good for
Love
you.
it.
And your trick tonight is what?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'll be removing the bottom from this bottle using nothing but my bare hands.
Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. You remove the bottom from the bottle.
Just the bottom.
No, you mean actually cut through the glass?
Right through the glass.
Using your bare hands?
Right, just that way.
All right, now are you going to hurt yourself doing this?
Never.
Okay.
Not a scar.
Now, how did you learn how to do this?
Helping my dad out in his tavern, a guy came in and said, "Have I got a trick for you?" It cost me $1.
Uh-huh.
And he did it.
So this is one of those bar tricks. Somebody
Yes.
comes in and says, "I bet you I can take the bottom off of..."
That's what it is.
Okay,
That's
all right.
what it is.
This is Jim Murphy, ladies and gentlemen, and his trick will be removing the bottom from a bottle of beer.
Right.
Do you need anything for this, Jim?
Nothing at all. Maybe a drum roll.
Okay, Anton. Jim Murphy, ladies and gentlemen, removing the bottom of the bottle.
Oh!
What happened?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Every once in a while that'll happen. You get a
Well,
really
nothing
strong.
happened is what...
Right, right. You can see the beer foaming.
Right.
Would you like to try another? Maybe it was the drum roll.
All right, let me try it. Okay. This is really not how the segment goes.
No.
And what do I do? Just this?
Just that. Hard.
Well,
no,
I'm
hold
doing
near
it.
the top. Otherwise,
Oh, you do what? You hold it up here?
Yeah. Firmly with the heel of your hand. That's never happened before.
Would you like some toast?
No, thank you. I have some back.
Now this is you. No, wait a minute. This is like it's starting to crack. Is that
No,
possible?
we don't want to, loosen it up for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. All right,
Would
go
you like
ahead.
to try again?
No, I don't want to try it again. You do it.
All righty, here we go.
I got my hands full. Let me. Now, this was cut, wasn't it?
No. Oh, no.
Well, do it again. Let me see you do it again. Do it again.
No.
How do you do that? Is it just the pressure?
You hold it firmly and, yeah.
Let me try.
And use the heel of your hand.
Heel of my hand.
Yeah.
There we go. Jim Murphy, that's very unbelievable. Nice job, Jim. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Did a little trick. I did a little trick, Paul. I'm so pleased I was able to do a little trick like that. That's right. I'll have that now in my bag of tricks. Christina. Seriously, what time is rehearsal? Christina Capani. Is Christina Capani back there? Oh. And this is her father, Paul, right?
Right.
Nice to meet you, Paul.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Christina. How are you? Hi. Nice to see you.
Hi.
What? How old is Christina?
She just turned 2 about
2 years old.
Yeah, 2 years old.
And a beautiful little girl.
I see bubbles.
Oh, she
You
saw
want
the
some-
bubbles
want some
earlier.
toast, doesn't she? Yeah.
She saw the bubbles earlier.
Oh, bubbles earlier? Sure. Oh, you want me to turn it on? It's really not how the segment goes. Okay, turn it on. It's the bubble machine, and it'll take a couple of minutes to heat up, and then we'll have toast and bubbles, ladies and gentlemen. There, see? You like the bubbles? Oh, okay, that's enough. There we go. There you go. Good.
Look at David's back here.
There you go. You want some toast? Thank you. All right, now. Now, Paul, your lovely daughter. First of all, where are you guys from?
Dublin, Ohio.
Oh, Dublin, Ohio. Great. It's where Bobby Rahal is from.
From Jack Hanna.
Yeah, nice to have you here. What is the trick that you folks will do for us today?
Well, just watch her eyebrows. And say, Christina, do your trick. Do your trick.
Okay. Well, geez, that was certainly interesting. There it is, and there she is, her eyebrows. Thank you very much, Paul. Nice meeting you. Bye, Christina. Bye-bye. Oh, gosh almighty. Is there a Jody Shamayura? Shamayura. Hi, Jody, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Nice to see you. Tell me about your last name. I'm sorry I didn't get it right there.
It's Shimamura.
Shimamura. Nice to see you, Jody. Where are you from?
I'm from Bethel, Maine.
Bethel, Maine.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful state, Maine, isn't it? Especially this time of year. It's great.
Great.
Yeah. What do you do for a living in Bethel?
I work in upstate New York. I'm director of sales and marketing for Granger Balloons USA.
Oh, so you're involved with the balloon industry.
manufacturing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I couldn't help but notice that you have a balloon there with you.
I do have one, yeah.
Does this have anything to do with your trick?
Sure
No,
does.
oddly enough, it doesn't. The man just travels with a balloon. Okay, Jody, tell me what you're going to do here.
I'm going to climb inside this balloon through a 4-inch hole, and then you're going to help me get out of it.
Maybe. Now, but seriously, explain that again. You're going to climb in through this tiny little opening
Yep.
here.
I'm going to climb inside
Uh-huh.
without the air coming out, or with minimal air coming out, and I'm going to stand up inside it, and then you're going to help me get out of it.
I find this harder to believe than the guy who busted the beer bottles.
You do?
I don't think this can be done unless it's a little trick. Is it a trick?
No.
Is this one of those trick balloons?
No.
Like a trap door?
Could be.
All right, Jody Shimamura.
Right.
Okay, we'll climb into his balloon, and then I get you out with the pencil. That's what this is for.
Yep. I'm offering you protection if you'd like it.
For what purpose? Is it going to be loud when it goes?
Could be.
How loud is it going to be?
Maybe like a gunshot.
Oh, I can withstand
You can
that.
handle it?
Living in New York, I certainly ought to be able to. You want a drum roll or anything here?
Nah, it takes a few seconds.
Okay. How big is this balloon?
It's supposed to be 8 feet, but it's a little smaller.
Yeah.
'cause
Would
I
this
want-
be a weather balloon or a
It's an advertising balloon.
advertising balloon? Yeah. A lot of people use balloons to advertise?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Tons of people. I have a backup.
He's all. Okay, that's great. I'm sorry, Jody, we don't have any more time. It's a joke. Will you relax? Okay, let's give it. What happened there? Probably a faulty balloon. Is what it looked like to me.
I poked it with my finger.
Oh, you hit accident? Okay, here we go. Jody, we'll try it again. But it looked good up to that point, didn't it? All right, here he goes.
Remember the show The Prisoners?
No. What, now you taking your belt off?
Well, maybe I caught it on that.
Yeah, maybe you did. Maybe we'll have to finish this up tomorrow night. Okay, here goes Jody into the balloon. How do I do this? Very nice. Jody Shimamura. There it is. There we go. Pretty impressive. Oh, my goodness. And, oh, God. Yes, sir. Very nice. Here we go. Bingo. Jody, thank you very much. Nice to see you. Appreciate your help. Jody Shimamura. Yeah, welcome back to the show. We have more toast, ladies and gentlemen. Has anybody been hurt yet with flying toast? All right, careful. It's red hot, and if you have a piece already, pass it back. The poor guy is wearing toast. Our next guest is a talented writer, producer, and performer. This man was a founding member of Monty Python's Flying Circus, and he has a brand new film out soon called A Fish Called Wanda. Folks, please welcome back to this program, John Cleese, ladies and gentlemen. John Cleese. So terribly good to see you again. Thank you for being here.
David, I've
How
said
you
it
doing?
before, and I'll say it again. This is the stupidest show I've... Another 5 years, you should get a Nobel Prize for this. It's magnificent.
That's darn decent of you to say. How you been?
I've been good. I've been good.
Were you in town for the 4th of July?
When was that?
Let's see. It was we celebrated it Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
Monday.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, I thought there was a lot of gunplay, you know, for New York on a Monday night.
Yeah. Even for New York, a lot of
Even for New York, yeah.
Now, does that holiday, I guess, means nothing to you, does it?
No, we don't celebrate Independence Day in England. No, we. Mind you, we celebrate the day before.
Yeah.
We celebrate Dependence Day.
I see.
Yeah, we have these models of Thomas Jefferson and John Hancock, you know, in effigy, and we jeer them. We say, "Isn't it about time you came a little bit more independent?" That kind of thing.
I see. Are there actually people living over there who from generation to generation have had a grudge passed down to them and are still walking around holding it against the Americans for...
Oh, I think so.
Really?
Yes, not as much as against the French, who are our natural enemies. You know, we've been fighting them for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
The two events of this century being mere aberration in this pattern. Yeah. No, we hate the French, basically. And if we have to fight anyone, I'd say let's fight the French.
All right, good. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
What other holidays are there in Great Britain that we wouldn't have
that you don't have here?
Yeah.
We have National Apology Day, when everyone apologizes to everyone that they haven't apologized to in the previous 12 months, or anyone that they haven't apologized to sufficiently in the previous 12 months.
What day is that?
That is August the 74th.
74th of August?
Yes, because we're still on the old calendar, as you know. And then we have another holiday. I don't know if you have this holiday in America, but we have a very special day. It's called summer.
It's one day.
It's the one day, and people go out and sunbathe, even if there's snow on the ground.
I see.
You know, we really enjoy it.
And so summer is a one-day holiday.
It's just the one day. It's usually on the day that they play the Wimbledon men's final.
I see. Yeah.
Yes.
Anything else? Any?
Well, you know, we're great animal lovers.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know. I think we take it even... I mean, it's because the English are very embarrassed all the time, as you know, and don't really want to be around people anymore.
Is that true? Do you
oh,
actually...
yes.
And what
they much prefer animals.
Well, what does that come from?
Embarrassment.
Yeah, I know, but how does it become ingrained in these people?
Embarrassment. Well, when you grow up as a baby, everyone around you is very embarrassed the whole time. You know, saying, sorry. Sorry, excuse me, I'm being embarrassed, but I'm very sorry about it. And it's simply, it gets conditioned at a very early stage.
Reinforced, sure.
Yeah, and if the English want something, like a piece of toast, I wouldn't say, may I have a piece of toast?
Right.
I would say, sorry.
You would start out by
I would say sorry.
Yeah.
And then I would say, I wouldn't say, please pass me the toast. I would say, I wonder if I could be so very bold as to suggest that you might be so good as to consider the possibility that you might, in due course, possibly see your way clear to being so very good as to pass me a slice of toast.
I see. Yeah.
Yes. Could I, in fact, have a slice of toast?
Sure.
Thank you.
This is not toasty warm.
Oh, that's very good. Do you have anything to...
yeah, we have a little...
The cigar would be good. No, fine. There you go. Then what other holidays do we... Oh, yes, because we love animals so much, and it's become an absolute obsession in this country, being so nice to animals, that most people felt that the whole thing has gone far too far in the wrong direction. So one day of the year, we actually have a national day for being cruel to animals.
A day where you're actually... cruelty to animals is encouraged.
It's not encouraged. I mean, some people crucify gerbils, which I think is taking it far too far. On the whole, it's just sort of giving exploding cuttlefish to parrots and...
Exploding cuttlefish?
Yeah. And pruning hedgehogs.
I see. How is that?
Very good.
Oh, good. By the way, that's included in your room. You were jesting, I'm guessing, about the pets. I can't imagine you really encouraging people to be nasty to pets.
No.
You have pets of your own?
No. My uncle had a sloth, which he liked, because it was so obedient. Oh. Yes, he used to say, stay, and it would stay for months.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and his aunt eventually bred them because she wanted to introduce sloth racing. That was for people who found cricket too exciting.
Yeah. Doesn't it sometimes take days to finish a cricket, what do they call them? They're not...
Yes, you're quite right.
What are they called? They're not matches. Are they matches?
Yes, you won't believe this.
What is a test match?
A test match is a game that we play against one of the other countries like Australia, New Zealand, Pakistan. Right. And these, West Indies are the best team. And these matches, you won't believe this, they go on for 5 days. Yeah. And then at the end of the 5 days, they're very often a tie.
Now, do people turn out for these events?
In their thousands.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's
It's
very
a very
odd.
weird game, and I know that Americans can't really understand it because I used to know the England captain, and he said it's the only game that's ever been invented where the adrenaline cannot run the whole time, which is an understatement.
I would think so, yeah, yeah.
But it's more a kind of cultural phenomenon than
But
a
is
game.
it still thriving and flourishing? Are the youth of Great Britain
Yes.
eager to grow up to be cricket stars?
That's right. And then after a time, a few years ago, they decided that people were beginning to lose interest in these 5-day games, so they
Yeah.
now pack all the action into these special 1-day games.
Shortened down to about 12 hours.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Let's talk about the movie, A Fish Called Wanda.
Yeah.
Speaking of fish.
Speaking of fish.
Yeah. What is, tell us about this.
Well, it depends. You see, I think it's about this dashing, sexy, very attractive, rather suave English barrister who finishes up with $20 million and Jamie Lee Curtis. But Jamie thinks it's about this very brilliant girl who has 4 men in love with her who finishes up the money. And Kevin Kline thinks it's about this fish-eating, Buddhist, psychopathic ex-CIA operative who gets run over by a steamroller. Michael Palin thinks it's about this animal rights activist and hitman who finishes up killing a grandmother, has a bad stutter. But well, it's about lust, greed, murder, revenge, and seafood.
So it sounds like a hit there.
Well, there's a lot of fish in it. We claim that there's more fish in this movie than any recent movie, including Jaws.
Is that right?
Well, that's my number, obviously, not my weight.
Yeah. Well, I would think that alone would be worth the price of the ticket.
I hope so.
Yeah. And there's something about, you have a genuine, perhaps maybe not even a healthy interest in fish, don't you?
Well, I feel that fish are underrated, and the purpose of this film is to put fish on the map, because, I mean, they're great pets. I mean, for a start, they never wake you up by barking or anything like that. You always know exactly where they are, right? You never say, the fish has escaped, did somebody leave the back door out? You don't have to give them shots, you don't have to brush them.
Right.
If you forget to feed them, they just eat each other. And the great thing is...
Very rarely get run over by a car.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they don't drown.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that they can breathe underwater. Now, you see, everybody says, okay, so fish can breathe. What's it? I mean, do you know anyone who can breathe underwater? If I could breathe underwater, David, I would never stop talking about it. But, I mean, they're very smart. No, seriously, I mean, Albert Einstein couldn't breathe underwater. Right. And the Buddha, who had extraordinary control over all his physiological processes, he couldn't breathe underwater. And even our Lord, who could walk on it, couldn't inhale it.
You're right. You're right. They may be very underrated.
They are underrated.
It's
What does that noise mean when they go? Whoop? What does that?
that grateful appreciation on their part.
They are happy.
Yeah, because
Fine.
especially since they paid nothing to get in. It's A Fish Called Wanda. Yourself, Jamie Lee Curtis, Kevin Kline, and Michael Palin.
Michael Palin.
Yeah, so this is a great cast. I hope this is a huge hit for you, and it opens soon. When does it open?
It opens here in New York on the 15th.
Good. We'll look forward to that. Always a pleasure to see you, John.
Nice to
Thank
see
you
you.
very much for being here. Our next guest is a very funny young man who will be performing at the Improv in Chicago from the 12th through the 17th of July. Folks, please say hello to Allan Havey. Allan.
Thank you very much. It's great to be back on the show. Great to be back in New York. I was out in L.A. for a while. It's good to be back. I live here. Women here, sexiest women in the world, New York City. Thank you. I'm not saying that to encourage some kind of cheap sexual encounter. If it happens, God bless you. Women in L.A. are nicer, though. They're friendly. You can go up to a strange woman, a woman you don't know in L.A. Pardon me, miss, do you know where I can find a bakery? Where did I buy that bread? It was a raisin loaf. I had my husband's car. My car's in the shop. All of a sudden, you're in a miniseries. You're a part of this woman's life. You know, you go up to a strange woman in New York, the simplest question. Miss, do you know what time it is? What, am I an information booth? Am I wearing a hat? Get away from me. My body is my temple. Rape! Sorry. I like, our time is very precious to us here in New York, too. You know, you can blow people off here. LA, you're in a supermarket. You can run into a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. And this nitwit wants to engage you in a half-an-hour conversation, you know. Hey, aren't you Bobby's friend that Bill brought to Betty's party? Yeah. Well, how's it going, dude, you know? New York, you can see your best friend you haven't seen in a month. You can blow him off. Hey, how you doing? Your mother died? Sorry to hear about that. I gotta go. Bye. You know, you move here. I like that. We deal with death here better, too. I mean, you almost get hit by a bus in Omaha. You have to lay down for a week. We deal with death every 15 minutes here, you know? Oh, my God, a bus! Oh, a cab! A stockbroker! Hey, you know, it's like death, death, death. I made it. Get on with your life, you know? Stop whining. I'm not from New York originally. I'm from Miami. And, thank you. It's great. My father would take me out fishing a lot when I was a kid, which I hated, you know. Fishing is great if you happen to be Opie, you know, but... And it was just his excuse for those intimate father and son talks. You know, we'd be in a little rowboat on a beautiful lake covered with water, and my father would... You know, Alan, my father would always close his eyes when he talked, which had bugged me when he drive. You know, Alan, your father always referred to himself in the third person. Alan, your father would be very upset if he found out you were lying. I said, hey, don't tell him. I won't let him know you're sleeping with my mother. We'll work it out, okay, big guy? I brought a girl home once from New York to meet my parents, and it was a big mistake because they're very strict Catholics, and this girl wasn't a Catholic. Well, not only wasn't she Catholic, she was a cannibal, and... Oh, I get it. You're above cannibalism? Come on. We've all had those moments. Late at night, you're on a train, you're hungry, you don't have much money. There's one other person in the car. Who's gonna know? Eat them. I was raised Catholic. It's kind of confusing when you're Catholic. Very strict rules, especially early in the morning. And I don't care what religion you were or are. When we were kids, what do we have for breakfast? Fruit and fiber, fit for life? We getting our brand? No. Cocoa Puffs, Frosted Flakes, Sugar Smacks. 9:30, you were bouncing off the walls, man. We were junkies. Our Father who art in heaven. You got a milk dud, dude? You're going nuts. And the nuns, you know, point those hands to heaven. That's the only way God will hear the prayer. This is the rule they had. If you hold them down to the ground, the prayers will be heard by Satan. I figure with that kind of logic, I could hang them out the window, reach a farmer in Idaho on a clear day. And Hail Mary, what the hell is that, you know? As a Catholic, you have the power. Mom, I want a tuna fish sandwich on rye. I'll be home at noon. Have that TV on, okay, babe? I was an altar boy, which was a heavy-duty responsibility. Communion plate. That's what you place underneath the outstretched tongues of parishioners ready to receive the consecrated host. We had a priest from Boston, Irish priest, Father O'Fenway. He would he would line us up. All right, I'm 9 years old. Remember, you're protecting the body and blood of Jesus Christ. You drop it, you're dropping the Son of God. Don't blow it. You know, Dave Winfield doesn't work with this kind of pressure, folks. That's the Catholic Church. $50 billion in assets. The only thing they put between Christ and the carpet is a 9-year-old kid. You know. I wasn't good enough for 4th grade softball. I'm in charge of catching God. Thank you very much.
How you been?
I've been all right.
What have you been doing?
I was out in California auditioning for pilots, you know, and...
that can't be fun, can it?
No, you know, if I say, gee, honey, where's the casserole one more time,
yeah.
You know, it's a drag. But I was watching the Olympics a lot on TV, yeah. So that was...
The Olympics, the Winter Olympics, and now we're right on the heels, or just the beginning of the Summer Olympics.
Yeah. The Winter Olympics bugged me, you know, especially the male figure skaters. I don't know, these guys all sound the same, you know? I mean, one time I'd like to see a male figure skater come off the ice and say, hey, I almost fell on my keister that time, you know what I mean? Come on, let's grab a couple of broads. What do you say? I mean, it's, you know.
Thanks, kids. Perfect. I have no control over that. That's
quality comedy.
I know. That's cued from Burbank. They do that. That's all right, Hal. That one guy is awfully jumpy. That little guy, that Eric, is awfully jumpy. Huh? We're done now? My apologies. I had nothing to do with that,
That's
Alan.
all right. That's okay.
Save it. You come back and do it another time.
Sure I will.
Yeah, okay. I want to thank everybody who was here. Alan, nice to see you. Also, my thanks to Eric Varellas and Emily Dumais from the Cirque du Soleil for coming out here, jumping around. We'll see you tomorrow night.